So you think you have a house full of monsters?
We'll never be the Huxtables.
Well, beat the Masters. They have a whole family of them.
TJ's a warlock. My daughter's a witch.
Then what's your thing?
I'm a sorcerer.
It's a comedy premiere for the entire family.
Okay, so we're a little bit strange.
Next Sunday.
A Little Bit Strange. A Little Bit Strange is a lost television pilot from 1989, initially ordered by NBC. It featured an African-American family made up of supernatural beings like a warlock, witch, and sorcerer. They also had an uncle named Frank, who was based off of Frankenstein. It was unsuccessful and was never picked up by the network. It aired once on April 23rd, 1989, and has never been re-uploaded online. The show was included in a book about funny unsold pilots, so maybe it did have some good material in there. I guess we'll never know.
It's time to power up. The world's most famous action force is back on the big screen. With a secret weapon.
I'm the new Blue Ranger.
What are you talking about?
A giant problem. And a whole new way.
Wind Chaser ready to howl.
Deleted scenes from Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. In 1997, the second film based on Power Rangers was released, titled Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. The original cut of the film actually ran for 3 hours, which is pretty crazy for a kids' film. Naturally, many scenes were deleted, but almost none of them made it to the DVD, rendering them lost. A few examples of these lost scenes are the Red and Pink Ranger fighting a crocodile with a flamethrower, the Green Ranger bungee jumping, character development for the Blue Ranger, a scene with a mermaid, and a vital scene where the Rangers' morphers and Zords are severely damaged. It's interesting that none of these deleted scenes ever made it to the DVD release, but some of them were actually included in the comic adaptation. The crocodile scene was also featured on the back of the VHS copy. Zingalong. Zingalong was a British children's show that ran from 2002 to 2004. It was about a machine named Zing, who came from outer space, searching for new sounds and noises. He is helped out by a girl named Zoe. The show never received any sort of home media release, and only one full episode can be found online. The remaining 21 episodes remain partially or fully lost. It's actually a little weird that this series ended up being missing, considering that the BBC, for the most part, has been very intent on keeping their archive intact. It may have just fallen through the cracks and ended up forgotten. Donkey Kong Racing. In 2002, Nintendo sold their ownership of the game development company Rare to Microsoft. They were known for creating such beloved games as Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, GoldenEye, and the Donkey Kong Country series. Following Microsoft's acquisition of Rare, many games that were in development were cancelled, including a spiritual successor to Diddy Kong Racing titled Donkey Kong Racing. Only a small bit of footage was released during Nintendo's 2001 Spaceworld Reel, which showed characters from the Donkey Kong series riding animals. The game was also featured on the original GameCube boxes. According to some rumors, the game lived briefly in the form of Sabreman Stampede Racing for the Xbox, which featured characters from the Sabre Wolf series. That game was also cancelled, unfortunately, as well as an Xbox 360 version that was also in development. Some concepts from Sabreman Stampede Racing were used in the Xbox 360 title Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Sit still. Sit still. Sit still. Say it.
Yes, Jesus loved me, but the Bible tells me so.
Groupie, the Marilyn Manson film. Sometime between 1996 and 1998, Marilyn Manson decided to try his hand at filmmaking. The short film titled Groupie was recorded at an actual house party that Manson was hosting. It starred a stooge actress who portrayed a groupie that was made to do more and more disturbing acts in front of the guests of the party. The guests were not told the nature of this film, and many of them reported feeling shaken up afterwards, unsure if the events they witnessed were real or staged. There are even some reports that the actress who played the groupie was not told all the details of the shoot. Only 3 people are known to have seen the film: Manson himself, his friend Andy Dick, and his manager. Both of them urged Manson to not release the film, as it could end his career or even land him in jail. Only a small bit has been released during his live video album, Dead to the World. Manson hinted that the full film would be released on October 20th, 2016 with the release of his Antichrist Superstar 20th anniversary box set, but nothing ever came of it. What little footage and details we have give us a small peek into what sort of film this is, and the disturbing acts that took place in it. This includes Manson giving his bandmate a blowjob, the groupie and Manson drinking another band member's urine, bloodshed, and a scene where the groupie is tortured while reciting the phrase, "Jesus loves me for the Bible tells me so." It certainly sounds like an interesting film.
Do you have what it takes to beat the Cube?
The Cube, Unearned Pilot. The Cube is a popular British game show that aired from 2009 until 2015. Players compete for a large cash prize by completing challenges from a Perspex cube. The show is based off the idea that simple and straightforward tasks can become incredibly difficult in such a small area, while also being watched by a large crowd. The show is currently on hiatus, with no announced plans to return anytime soon. Sometime in 2010, CBS ordered a pilot for a US version of the show, featuring Neil Patrick Harris as the host. The show was not picked up and therefore never aired. The only footage that has been found from this lost pilot is the intro, where Harris asks if you have what it takes to beat the Cube. I guess we'll never know.
I'd like to say something to the youngest cowgirls out there. Be kind to critters. Carry yourself with grit and grace. Find your own trail and follow it with faith and courage. And always saddle your own horse.
Jesse's award speech from Toy Story 2. In 2000, Pixar created 2 animations featuring Toy Story characters for awards-related purposes. The first of these was for the 2000 Oscars, where Buzz and Woody are presenting the award for Best Animated Short Film. They both, however, forget the envelope, and Jesse runs out with it on bullseye and saves the day. This one can be viewed entirely online. However, the second one is currently partially lost. This animation was made for the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame's annual induction luncheon on November 10th, 2000, specifically for Jesse, who was awarded the Patsy Montana Entertainer Award. The clip shows Jesse and Bullseye in formal attire, thanking the organization for the award, saying, "Yeehaw! I am just pleased as punch to be receiving this honor in memory of the original yodeling cowgirl Patsy Montana." A short excerpt of the speech can be found in the Pixar training video, but the remainder of it is lost. The museum itself no longer has the animation at the Real Cowgirls exhibit, and it's also no longer available on their website.
Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Are you ready for a silly, wacky, good time? Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Mr. Moose's fun time. Come along and join the happy, crazy laugh time. Mr. Moose's fun time.
Mr. Moose's Fun Time. Captain Kangaroo was a kids' TV show that ran for nearly 30 years on the CBS, from 1955 until 1984. The show was created by Bob Keeshan, who also played the title character. He claimed to have based the show off of the warm relationship between grandparents and children. In 1997, a rebooted series was produced called The All-New Captain Kangaroo, where the title character was played by a new actor, John McDonough. Keyshan was invited to make a guest appearance in the show, but after seeing sample episodes, he declined to appear or to have anything to do with it. The reboot inspired a spin-off titled Mr. Moose's Fun Time, which was made up of live-action segments with Mr. Moose, as well as other various live-action and animated segments from other shows making an appearance, such as Thomas the Tank Engine and The Wiggles. Of the 40 episodes that were created, only 3 have been uploaded online, with the remainder being lost. Another interesting bit of trivia is that Mr. Moose's Fun Time marks the first appearance of The Wiggles on American television.